Hey guys, Master Patty, how are you? I hope you're doing better than me because I am still under the weather. Ugh, welcome to MP AI Labs. We're going to do something different. I'm going to create an AI boot camp and it's going to be a series. So this is the first part. We're going to talk about LLMs on this one and then images, okay? And then we'll just, go to the next one probably like next week also, okay? But this is going to be easy, it's going to be friendly. I'm going to show you step by step of how to use different LLMs that I like. And there's lots of different LLMs out there, but I'm going to, you know, show you maybe three or four that's very easy, for you. So we're going to, create, a basic boot camp that everybody can actually use. So I'm going to show you step by step on three of them, maybe four, and I'm going to share my screen. All right. So if you can see this, the first one is ChatGPT. Yes, there is a lot of controversy. So, it's up to you if you want to change, and we will be talking about Claude. Okay. So we all know that ChatGPT is huge. Okay. And they have been in the news for political reasons, but we're not going to talk about that. If you want to, not use it, it's fine. We use it for a lot of stuff. And yes, there is an issue with, privacy. So it's up to you. Okay. So there is if on the left hand side here, okay, let's start all over. You can go to chatgpt.com, sign in with your email, sign in with your Google account. They have a free plan. Okay. So once again, I have the plus plan. I pay $20 a month. Okay. And that has helped me tremendously. So say that you want to upgrade. Okay. I'm just bringing this up. So there is, see, my current plan, $20. There's a business plan, and then there's this. Okay. Find the budget that you need. You can always start it for free. Okay. So on the plus plan that I have, so we're going to talk about this, not these two. Okay. You have advanced models, even more messages and file upload, which is really great. You can create images here. You can expand memory across the chat, expand deep research and agent mode if needed. You can create custom projects and customs GPT. I do not use the Sora video generation. I just feel it does not align with my ecosystem. And then there's also limited access to, codecs. Codecs is basically for coding. I don't do that part. My brother does that. But you basically have a chat, tell them exactly what you want, and then, codecs is supposed to, build it out. That's what I'm told. Okay. But, don't take that. It's just, like I said, I do not use it. Okay. So that's down here. You can actually customize your chatbot and different customized sidebar if you want to. I don't do it. Okay. It's up to your preference. Now we're going to go to the top. Okay. New chat. When you click on that, this is where we are. This right here is very important. This is where you tell, ChatGPT, I name mine CT. So from now on, when I say CT, basically it's ChatGPT. Okay. You are going to put your prompt in here. You're going to ask it to do whatever you want. Okay. It is like talking to like a smarter person than you. Okay. Yes. CT has been hallucinating lately. So I have, been using other LLMs. Okay. But I'm giving you everything here. Now, do you see this plus sign? Let's talk about this. Okay. The plus sign, you can add photos, files, like from anything. Okay. You can create images here. Just, if you don't know the prompt, you just tell exactly what you want. Okay. It does do very good when it comes to deep research. There's also a shopping research. You can compare, whatever you're looking for. You're looking for tools, shoes, shirts, purses, you name it. Okay. It also does web search. And for more, you can study and learn. You can actually learn with, CT. So if you want to, learn how to do certain things, just put it in there. You can, if you're a college or even, a person who's in school, you need somebody to study with, this is the place right here. Agent mode is really good. I don't use it that much. My brother does, just let you know. And there's, you can add resources. There's Canva in there, and there's quizzes, okay, which is amazing, okay. All this is all in the chat. You can actually, speak to it, and you can use a voice. There is a little delay. I don't like it. I'd rather just type everything out myself, okay. You can search for old chats, and all the old chats are on your left hand side here, okay. If you're brand new, you're not going to have, no chats. It's going to say your chats right there, okay. So you can search one. If I'm looking for like one of my series, I can click on this, and it's going to give me like certain chats here. But if I am looking for one of my series, say Daughter of the Blade, if I can spell, it should bring everything that is connected to the Daughter of the Blade, exactly like that. So that's how you do your actual search chat. Images, okay. All the images, that I have created is going to be under my images, and you can try different style of images on here. So you can play with that. You can discover new things on here. So overall, CT is really good, okay. I have to say the images has improved drastically. It used to be, very grainy, but, as you can see, it was kind of dark before. I didn't care for it, so I stopped using it. But, for a while, but lately it's doing pretty good, okay? So all you have to do is describe your image here, okay? And it's going to actually create one for you, okay. So play with the image, okay. Along with that, it has a different apps on the left hand side. Once again, it's really great if you work with Canva. Canva is free, non-sponsored, okay. And it has different features. You can, that's here, lifestyle, productivity. So their app has physically grown, okay. Also Spotify is on here too, okay. The next one is deep research, okay. You can, compare your credit options, food, affordability, what's the music trend. It does very well when it comes to deep research. I've used it before. As you can see, here's my report. Okay. The next one is Codex. I don't use that. Once again, that is my brother's side, but you can connect your GitHub or download apps or, try, different things on here. Okay. I don't do that. So I don't really handle Codex. Okay. Now, there is a different GPTs on here. You can go to explore, click here in this box. If you're looking for a JSON prompt, type in, whatever you're looking for. Say I'm looking for, a JSON prompt, right? It's going to give you all the JSON prompts on here. You can view everything, read everything, figure out exactly what you want. Say I want this one. This has 25,000, plus. Say, you can see the ratings, the categories, and if you want, you can just click, start chatting, and it's going to, transform, type exactly what you want, what kind of JSON prompt it is. And you can, click on that. I'm not going to do that, okay? Now you can create new projects down here. You can, if you have like an anime or investments or homework or writing or traveling, type in, whatever project it is, and then click. This is going to be, say I want investments, right? It's going to, create that project for you. I'm not going to create that because I got other stuff going on. Okay. So all right here is my project. Okay. And all right. So I'm going to go to my old chat, and we're going to, if you notice that I ask, okay, so this is really good. I said, give me a name of exactly what I want to do. Okay. I want to create a YouTube series to help beginners, of learning of images, video editing, give me 3 options. It gave me 3 options. It broke everything down. By the way, I went with this one. It gave me the recommended direction and my priority action. Okay, so once again, you talk to it and give it very specific, information. Okay, and I'm going to plug this in. If you don't know how to actually prompt, well, guess what? You can go to my stand store, okay, at Matsupati. Just type in Matsupati. Look, get the free prompt. So that is a plugin. You can just download it for free. Free is for me and free is for you. Okay. So using ChatGPT is pretty good. Okay. I have learned how to use certain prompts and what to say to it. Okay. If you don't know, you can also join our community. I give you free prompts constantly. Okay. So you don't have to pay for the plus plan. You can always go for free. Okay. So I'm just going to do like an overall view. I may do like the next one, how to do, step by step, chat GPT. We'll see. Okay. But since this is a boot camp, the next LLM is Claude. Okay. I actually upgraded to Pro as of today. Okay. So when you go to Claude AI, this is what you get. Okay. Yes, they are also in the news. Anthropic is technically the, I guess the parent company for Claude. So between Claude and CT, obviously, if you don't know what's going on, you can just go to Matt Wolf. Okay, he's a great YouTuber. He explains everything. Okay, but yeah, there's been some issues between the government and sleazy things going on, but we don't talk about that here. We're more focused on AI. Okay, so once again, on the left hand side, let's hit upgrade, which I'm not going to hit upgrade. All right, so you can have an individual or a team in enterprise. Okay. And the pro plan is $17. Mine's at 20. I think between 17 and 20, and then the max is 100. Okay, depending on what your pocketbook gives you, just figure out which one or just stay for free. Okay, so now we're back here in the beginning. Okay, on the left hand side it says new chat. If you click on that, you're going to get this. Okay, it also has a plus sign exactly like CT. Okay, down here, Claude is for coding. That's my brother's side. You can do strategies. It can write for you. You can learn with it. Has different lifestyle. And then they have different models. Okay. So we're on the, the first one is the Opus 4.6. This right here, I don't use, most capable for ambiguous work, very detailed, okay? I'm going to do this, is it Sonnet 4.6? It's more efficient for everyday tasks. That's what I need. And then you can, come here. Then you can do extended thinking, and then there's more model here. Opus 4.5, 3, and then the Sonnet 4.5. So I will always have it on everyday task. Okay. And then the plus sign, same thing. You can add files and photos. You can take a screenshot. You can add a project. It also tells you how to use Claude. Go there and learn. I'm telling you, Claude has given us so much free stuff. I have AI trading project going on, or you can start a new project. Their research on Claude is amazing, by the way. Okay, they do web research. You can do different styles if you want to. It's very customizable, and then you can, connect it to a lot of different stuff. Okay, so that is the new chat. You can do search. You can customize. Projects, artifacts, and codes. Okay. I have it helping us create different breakdown of. We have an app. Okay, it's called Zero Zen. It's in the Google store. It's more of like an AI coach and emotional. So while it was still being developed, we came to Claude to, give us more feedback so it can be more relatable. Okay. So it has, given me, break everything down, ask me questions. I feel Claude is more personal than CT, but Claude has a little attitude, but a great attitude that I can work with. Okay. You can convert like PDFs. You can do a lot of things with Claude. I'm still new. Okay. So I will be using Claude more than CT because I've been using CT for about 2 years. Okay. Claude, literally weeks. And so far, it has helped me tremendously. But it does everything, okay? Just have a conversation with it. You can, I like here, I ask, what's the trending gaming channel topics, and it just broke everything down for me. It tells me about the Nintendo, Switch 2, and then we have anything that's delay. So I can take all that information and then I can basically ask Claude. I got to give it a name because, I don't know why, but Claude is so easy to say, but I'm still going to give it a name. And I can use it. I can say, summarize this, all this information and give me a, Instagram post or a Facebook post or even a YouTube post. Okay. And it's going to break everything down for me. It also can give me like an 8 to 10 minute script if I need it for our newsletter. Just let you know. So Claude so far is a game changer for us. Okay. Now the next LLM is Arena. Okay. I like Arena. By the way, their images are amazing. We'll come back to images. But once you go to Arena, it used to be, I think, LM Arena, but now it's called Arena.ai. Even if you put LM Arena or L Arena, I even forgot what they used to be. It's still going to come up to here. Okay. Same thing. All the LLMs, you sign up with your Gmail, your email, and this one is different. I have been using this for about a year now. Once you come here, on the left-hand side, you have new chat, okay? It looks exactly like all the LLMs I spoke about, okay? There's two things. If you want to do images, you have to hit the image button, okay? And if you don't want to do images, You can upload, you can add a file here. You speak it to it just like, you would speak to CT and Claude, okay? It understands everything. On the left hand side, you can actually join their YouTube, non-sponsored by the way, and it will tell you more about Arena. I use Arena for images. I don't use it as like, uh, CT, ChatGPT, or Claude at all. I just like the fact that it has a beautiful images, and it will show you different leaderboards. Okay, it can show you overall text, the code, who is winning and everything. So we can go to, say we want overall view. Okay, so it looks like, if you want to do text or coding, look like Claude is winning here. It gives you like the top 10 here, but you can view more. Visions and documents look like Gemini is winning. Claude is winning by, documents. So try to pick like the top 5, in the category you want, and use them. Text to image, this is important. You want to probably look like Gemini is winning. GPT image 1.5 is, in second place. Image editing, look like ChatGPT image is, it's based on different marks. That's how you get this information. But it's good because you can come here and go, okay, who has the best image or who has the best text to video? So this is information that you will need, okay? Because eventually you're going to use, when I talk about, video, I will be using the VO3 model, okay? For search, Claude Opus is really great. Okay, that's number 1. Grok look like it's number 2. And then a GPT 5.2. Once again, find exactly what category you want, image to video. It's Grok so far. Grok has improved drastically, and we'll talk about that when we do videos. But it's very good. Arena is very good when it comes to like giving you information. Okay, so here's the overall view, coding, vision, basically all the stuff I went through. So instead of just scrolling, you can just go straight to the category that you want, say text right there, and it's going to bring that up, like the whole overview of everything. So it's very interactive, and I like, Arena for that. It does searches, okay. You can, we're going to talk about battle later on. You can do search, coding, images, video, and archive, okay. And then it also has all your history of what you have done, once again, and it's free to sign up, okay. And this is part of the, Google ecosystem, okay. So those are the 3 LLMs that I use. I use other ones, but it's more for personal projects or the Matsupati, ecosystem completely. Now we're going to, all right, we're going to talk about images, okay? So I'm going to switch something up real quick. All right, so I wanted to play with the images completely because I found inspiration, okay, on Pinterest. So I'm going to drop that. I'm going to bring that back up. And I want to show you a few things. All right, let's switch back. All right, so we're back to CT. Once again, I don't use the image thing, but I found this right here on Pinterest. I'm like, ooh, I like this. Maybe I can use this. So I asked CT to create a meta image prompt. By the way, we need to talk about meta. Something's going on with meta, okay? So it gave me a very long and lengthy one. I'm like, no, shorten it, okay? But keep in mind, we're going to go to meta. That's going to be the last one. So I want something similar to this. So the first image we're going to talk about is Arena. We're back to Arena. The good thing about this is if you notice there's a side by side, okay? If you click on that, remember this is going to give me different images. If you click here, okay, I want images here. So say that you want a particular model, or you know a particular model that you want to use and you wanted to compare. So you can compare GPT image, 1.5, you can click on that. Or in the next one, if you can do Gemini, and you can actually pick that, okay, excuse me, yeah, for images, create your prompt here, and it's going to give you a side by side. And I did that, and this is it right here. So if you notice, this is, the GPT image 1.5, which is beautiful. And this is the Gemini 3 Pro, which is still beautiful, okay? So you can compare a side-by-side image, figure out which one you want, which one you like. This right here is like more character, her face is more defined if you're looking for that. I love her pants. Everything about this is very, it's tactical. This one, depending, you can always change, the background. She's still beautiful. Her face is a little slender, more of like a true anime feel. So if you like this, you can always change the background, stick her like in the mountains, in the middle of a battlefield or something like that. There's software, to do that. And you can change, you can download and start, or you can just hit edit and just change a little bit more. What do you want to change? You want to change the background. You tell Arena exactly what you want, but you want to stay exactly in the same chat. Don't start a new chat because it will not remember. Just let you know. Okay. So GlimpPixel is our image generator. So you can go to GlimpPixel.com. Yes, it's owned by us. I have to disclose that. Okay. And it's the same well, this is the long version. And what I did was I hit enhance and then generate, and this is what I got. And yes, it is pulling from, I think it's pulling from, what is it pulling from? Yeah, Gemini. So it is pulling from Gemini. So, very beautiful. Love, her confidence in her hair, very sleek, great anime. Once again, you can download, change it. With GlimpPixel, you get 10 credits every day. Okay, it just refresh every day, every day, every day. So come in here and definitely play with it, and it's free to sign up. Just let you know. The next one is at Vheer.com. Okay, same prompt. It's a little bit different. Once again, this is free because everybody's always looking for free. A lot of beginners that follow me, they don't want to pay. So I'm always giving you free stuff. Okay. You can go to, this is going to be a text to image. Okay. And this is our girl right here. And if you don't like this, you just can hit regenerate. It's going to regenerate. You do want to stay. I have learned. You stay on this page, and it's going to recreate it. You can pay for it for the Pro model if you want to, or the Max model. I say don't, because you can sign in with your Gmail or your email, and it's free. Not only do they do text to image, they do image to image, image to video. It's okay. Not the best, but sometimes okay. It skips or something like that. And you can do edit, you can do the editor here, and then they have different image tools, and then pricing, and then other ones. So you can do, background change, background remove, edit here. You can blur, you can do AI image outline. You can remove, colored image, and then this is their tools here. You can do the color palette generator, image to text tool, so image to prompt generator, and free stuff. So basically, this is a really good backup for beginners, okay? And it does take, longer, but it's free. And since it's free, I've never tried to see if it's safe or not, but it actually gives you the breakdown of how to use this platform. So come in here and definitely play with it. Since this is going to take a little longer, we're just going to move on. Hopefully it'll, but once again, you can actually generate. All right, so the next one that I keep forgetting about is called Mage. That's MAGE dot space, okay? This is really good. You can come and hit explore, and you can do their images are amazing. You can remix it. Remixing means you're basically remixing that particular person's prompt. You can change the hair, you can change the outfit if you want to, change, the color of, of this beautiful wolf if you want to. Okay, that's what remixing is. But you come in here and it gives you lots of images, and they do what you call video too. Okay, so when you come here, I wanted to show you, my creation. Okay, so what I have created. This is a remix and this is a remix. Okay, so I just did that today, and I created, her back in February. So you can actually just sign up, explore. Down here is very simple. This is a remix, okay? But, it uses different models here. Just figure out which model you want. And, Flux is a very good, okay? You can have different ratios, advance. This is usually for the reels or shorts. The 16:9 is, for the YouTube, okay? Come in here, try it for free, okay? This is non-sponsored, okay? I'll be pushing mine instead of them, but I'm giving y'all options, okay? So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk about Meta. I'm going to bring something up. Hold on. Meta has changed drastically when it comes to their image. I don't understand what is going on completely. So I had to ask, ChatGPT, what is going on? So here is my answer. I'm going to share it to you. Okay. So we're back to CT because some of the images is horrible. Okay. I'm going to show you. I use the same prompt, okay, for our girl, and this is the first creation. I'm like, okay, this is very interesting. Second creation, I'm like, what is going on? Even when I use the long version of it, first one is okay. I can't use this at all. This I can't use. This I might be able to. So these two, this is interesting, but it has changed drastically. Okay, so I'm like, okay, this is, I can probably use this, and I probably can use this. But if you notice, Meta has put a lot of different safeties and filters on prior to, I'm going to show you, let me switch over because some of these are still in the making. Okay, yes, here we go. This is an image prior to the actual filters. If you notice, it's very clean, it's beautiful. This is exactly what I want. It didn't give me goofy things, okay? I can actually use all this, and which I have on one of my social media platforms. Another thing, hold on, is there is something I wanted to show you. that I was trying to see. Okay, not that one. Let's see what it is. I know this is what you get in real time, guys. Sorry about that. Let's see. Yes. How about this futuristic? All right. No, that's not that one. Okay. Here's another scene that I use prior to the filter. And if you notice, it's very clean. It's actually a video. It's gorgeous, right? Gorgeous. Compared to what I'm dealing with here. Yeah. What's happening here? What's happening here? Meta. So once again, Meta used to be really good. You guys, you just have to, be very specific. I can use her. All right. So let's go back to what changed. Okay. Because, you can actually learn. And I learned something today. So I was like, what's going on with images? It looks like it's worse. And according to CT, there's been a lot of people complaining. Okay. For one, the model switching. So, less detail on face. They're trying to do, I guess, softer lines. I don't know. They reduce the GPU cost and speed up generation, which is horrible, in my opinion. They have a heavy safety filter, which is good. Okay. So they added strong safety and copyright filters. Okay. So the anime style becomes very generic instead of very sharp. Military/weapon prompts has gotten softer. I understand that. Okay. And the character loses detail in gear and clothing. As you can see. Yes, that is correcto mundo. So, yeah. So they've changed that. Okay. So they also, changed the speed. They prioritize, I have a hard time saying that word, speed over fidelity. Okay. So, yeah, that is bad. And prompting sensitivity. They used to be very sharp images. So now is just very disappointed. I used to be an advocate for Meta, but oh my gosh. So if you want to use Meta, it's hit or miss regarding that, okay? But sometimes it's still actually pretty good. So I'm going to go to our Facebook community and I'm going to show you some stuff, okay? Not that one. I want to go to this one. Yes. So when we go here, I'm going to show you some of the images that we have created through Meta. And in the old days, which is a couple, AI has changed drastically. And I'm going to show you another great and crisp image from another platform, okay? A couple weeks ago, I created this image. This is from Meta, okay? This is before the filter. If you notice, the color is very clean, even though it's I think a 2D image. His face is very defined. If you notice that, the background, all the colors are very crisp. This is like a streetwear type of thing. It was perfect, okay? If I recreate this image today, he's not going to look the same at all. So Meta has changed drastically, but I wanted to share that with you. And then there is one more image platform, and then I'm going to wrap it up. It's called Piclumen. And hopefully I don't, it's free to, let me just share. All right. If you go to piclumen.com, see, it generates free. This is the platform that I use. It may or may not come up because I have a blocker on here. Unfortunately, I always have to use a different, I guess, search engine, but sometimes it takes a little bit. But if you come on here, which is not, it's not going to work because once again, I have a ad blocker. So yeah, that's not going to work for you. But yeah, that's another platform that I use. It's free. I'll do part 2. I will show you exactly how everything, comes up. It's very crisp. It's very beautiful. And you can pick your actual different models of how to generate. Okay. So yeah, we'll do that part 2. But don't forget, guys, you can actually come to MPAI Labs, the community. Once again, you can sign up. We are growing drastically, and we have a lot of people who are joining daily. Okay, I give you free prompts. I give you, lots of free stuff so it can help you understand this AI large wave that is taking us by storm in every aspect of our life. And don't forget to join for the newsletter and go and get your free prompts. I want to add more free prompts on my stand store. It's the Matsupati stand store. So just go here, download it for free. Okay. All right. So this is the first part of the Creator Bootcamp. The next one, we're going to go over video imaging and probably 2 more LLMs. Okay. Remember to stay kind and hydrate. Don't forget to go get your free prompt and sign up for the newsletter. Other than that, guys, I'll see you next time. Ja, what's today?